Now suppose our ANOVA results are significant and we came to the conclusion that at least one of the means is different from rest of them, and now we were interested in finding out which mean is different from rest of them. It is also possible that two of them are different or all three are different from each other. So in order to do that, we might need to go and do those pairwise comparisons. So we need to compare mu1 with mu2 here, mu1 with mu3, and mu2 with mu3. So three possible comparisons are needed. But if the number of treatment increases, this thing goes higher, and the formula it follows is T into T minus 1 divided by 2. So if our number of treatments is 4, so it will be 4 into 4 minus 1 by 2, that is 6 possible comparisons. And if we have 5 treatments, so we will have 5 into 5 minus 1, that is 5 into 4, 20 divided by 2, 10 possible comparisons. So as the number of treatment increases, the number of possible comparisons, they also increase. But there is a simplest and easiest way out for this. And what is that? It's called as mean separation. There are large many mean separation techniques, and we are covering only the first one, which is the Fisher LST, presented by R.A. Fisher. So the LST stands for least significant difference. Least significant difference. LST method computes the minimum difference between means that will result in significance at some desired level, that is coming from alpha. Mostly we go with alpha equal to 0.05. This difference is known as least significant difference. So we calculate a number, what we call this number as LST, and this can be calculated as, if you have for example two populations here, we believe these treatments are coming from their respective populations. So treatment 1 and treatment 2, here we can represent them as I with this I and j, and their respective means are mu I and mu j. It can be anything, I can be 1, j can be 2, or whatever possible comparisons we are doing, and we can do it for as many possible populations I and j. For equal replications, if they have equal number of replicates, it is this LSD is given by LSD ij is equal to t into alpha by 2. So we calculate the t value. At alpha by 2, we take the two-sided t value. If alpha is 0.05, we will go with 0.025 for the table. And square root of s squared w. This s squared w, remember, we called it mean square error. So it is 2 into MSE divided by n square root multiplied by t alpha by 2. So we calculate this t alpha by 2 from the table, and the degrees of freedom for which we will look for this t value for this particular alpha by 2 will be same as these degrees of freedom for this s squared w. So in fact we have mean square error here, so its respective degrees of freedom will be looked upon in this t table for this value of t to be placed here. For unequal replicates, it will go like this: LSD ij is equal to t alpha by 2 s square w, 1 divided by n for the first population I, and whatever the number of replicates are there in I, and divided by 1 plus 1 divided by nj, the number of replicates in the second treatment j, and this can be reduced to t alpha by 2 MSE into 1 by ni plus 1 by nj square root. And then we go for their mean comparisons. So we pick the treatment 1 and 2, and then we pick the we go for all of those possible combinations of treatments, 1 with 2, 1 with 3, 2 with 3, and so on. And if the mean difference is greater than or equal to LSD, we declare that two population means mu I and mu j are significantly different. So this number should be there and that's why we call it as least significant, because any number or any difference equal to or greater than that will let us conclude that these two populations are significantly different from each other. The confidence interval that can also be calculated for this difference, and that is the difference which we get from them plus minus LSD for that particular ij. So we calculate that number for our example. In this example, we had 3 treatments, and S square of W we already calculated. We knew its degrees of freedom, and T for alpha by 2 should be T at 0.025 in the table, and the degrees of freedom are the same for this degrees of freedom for this within term or error term, this MSE. The within variance, we also called it as the variance within. So that is the mean square error term in the ANOVA table, and the respective degrees of freedom were 15. So we will go in and look into the table, the T table. So the number alpha at that point is divided into 2, so that is 0.025, and respective degrees of freedom were 15, so it was this number right here, 2.131. Now we go and get our number back and plug in, and what we do next is we calculate our LSD. So that LSD is 2.13 into 0.5802. So this term, that was when we calculated this MSE, we picked it from the previous ANOVA table and divided by n, the number of replicates for each of our treatments. So the number which we ended up was 0.5802, and when we multiplied with this T alpha by 2, so that was 2.13, and our LSD which we calculated over here is 1.24. Now our least significant difference is 1.24. So now we compare this first term with the we take all those means and first we put them. So method 1, this RAIN method has 3 treatments in it, A, B and C, and here we put them in this column, we call it at the mean, and we take the larger mean at the top followed by smaller and further smaller, so they are in descending order. So the coincidentally here they are in the same order as the treatments A, B, C, but that may not be true all the time. It might be possible that you see C here and then B and then A, and that depends upon what is the magnitude of their means. So now we compare this first mean with the second, so this one with this, and the number which we get is 1.67, and the LSD is 1.24, so since 1.67 is greater than this LSD, and now we believe that this 1 and 2 are from different groups, so now we assign those groups different letters. So we give letter A to this method A, and B should be assigned a different letter, so we give him B, and then we compare this second with third, the B and C, and the number which we get is 0.66, which is less than LSD. So since this gentleman got the letter B, so we give him the C, this third treatment, the same letter as B, since both of them are not significantly different from each other. So letter B will be assigned. Now again we compare 1 with 3, and we see it is 2.33, which is greater than LSD. But when we look into the letters, this gentleman got A and this got B, so already those letters are different. So we are fine with this present classification, and that's how we sorted them into different groups. So here our treatments are sorted into, there is A, and that is different from rest of them. We can even cluster them like this. So the treatment B and C, they are not that much different, right? So they belong to the same group, and A is different from them. A little uglier shape. So here we have these 5 hybrids coming from some crop. So we have this KL433J, X8942, 0 guy, L4SX4 and K1000, and these are their mean yields. So this gentleman gave us a mean yield of 215, this gave 200, 195, 180, 175, and we place them in the order, the larger one at the top and smallest amongst them at the bottom. And now we do the grouping. So for example, in our first case we ended up with an LSD of 9, and we also try another LSD value that was 20. So now we compare the first one with second. The difference is 15, greater than 9. So we give him letter A, and the second one is assigned letter B. Now we compare this second with third. 200 and 195, difference is 5. That is less than LSD, which was 9. So we give him the same letter. And now since this gentleman was different from this, and this is further down, so technically it is true that this must be different from this. So that means we probably do not need to compare them again, but if you want to, still you can see that 215 and 195, they have a difference of 20, but since both of them have separate letters, so we are fine with it. Now you compare this with this, so it has 195 and 180, the difference is 15, LSD is 9, so both of them are given separate letters. So now we give him, this gentleman should be having the same letter, and this one, that means this one will be getting a different letter, so we give him a letter C. Now we compare this one with this, 180 and 175, the difference is 5, which is less than LSD, so we give him the same letter as this one. So they are all now sorted. So we see 3 groups here. This one is different from rest of them. These two are similar, these two are similar. These two are different from these two, and this one. So total we see we have 3 groups here, A, B and C. This gentleman belongs to A, these two they belong to group B, and there is another group C emerges here. Sometimes we might see the overlapping groups. So for example, with the same scenario, let me take this LSD equal to 20 and see what happens. So now we compare this first one and the second. The difference is 15, which is less than 20, so we give them the same letters. Now then we compare this this first one with the third, and we see that they are having a difference that is 215 and 195, so that is equal to 20, so they should be in different groups. Same way we compare the second one with the third. So this gentleman is having a letter A, that means it was sharing the same group with the first one, but when we take the first and this third one, they are different from each other, so we gave him letter B. Now we compare these two, this second and third, so they look like similar because the difference is of 5, so we assign them the same letters B. Same way we compare this third one with the fourth, not that much different, not significantly different, same letters. But when we compare this this second one with this fourth, they are different, but already we gave him another letter, that is C. All right, and now we compare this this one, these two even, like this 0 guy and this L 4SX4, and we came to know like they were sharing the same group, so they had the similar letter C's. Now we compare this with this again. This gentleman has difference of 5 which is less than LST, so same letter should be given to him. But in order to keep this gentleman separate from this one, this letter should be different than C, so we assign both of them the letter D. We can also place them into this kind of the what we call the table, and where we have same varieties on the columns and same varieties on the rows, and we put their means, and here we place their differences, and where we see the difference as significant, that is equal to or greater than LST, we just highlight with red. So that means this gentleman 43J with this since it's compared with itself, so we that doesn't mean anything, so we start from here actually. So X8942, and that has a mean of 200, and when compared with this first one 43J, the difference was 15. And here when this zero guy was compared with the first one, so difference was 20, and then when this was compared with this X8942, it was 5. This gentleman was compared with rest of 3, and this gentleman was compared with all 4, all rest of them, and they were 4 in number. So what you do is you highlight where they are different from each other. So all those numbers which are highlighted in red, that means they are different from each other. So this K1000 is different from 43J, it's different from 8942, it's different from zero guy, except this second loss. So these two are not different.